Get 5 coffins ready.
Hey, what's up everybody, Shinmoke here, and I think I tried about 8 times to get a shock video out, so I think I'm just going to, because I stopped recording this a little ways in, I'll get to that later. But yeah, I think I'm very much done trying to play Chaac, so I think I have enough to, make a video. I'll just edit it together. I changed my recording settings again, so I ruined one recording before, and then I ruined this recording as well. So, yeah, I'm done trying to make a Chaac video now. So now I'm just gonna put one out. Okay, so I go Chaac here, and of course solo lane. So I messed up at the start here, definitely. I went Sundering Axe because I thought maybe it was Erlong or Hercules. Oh, you can also see it's stuttering a bit, and it's the video quality is very fuzzy. That was because of the new streaming setting, recording settings, and I thought it would make it better. But actually, since it's stuttering because my encoder is overloading my CPU basically. So explain that one to me. I would have taken the lower quality, but yeah, it gets really stuttery later. So I go Sundering Axe here because I think maybe it's Erlong or Hercules, which I definitely lose to. We will see as I get into lane, though, that it was Chang'e, and I definitely should have gone Bluestone there. I mentioned it in the video, but yeah, Deathwalker actually got back to me really quickly. He's always been really good about that, about answering questions on Twitter, and I'm like, aren't you like really smart? Why are you talking to me? But anyways, he basically said go Bluestone if you know you can bully early, or go Warriors X for late game. And I actually totally agree, because, like, Bluestone upgrade, I had another shot game we'll get to later when this is over. But yeah, the Bluestone upgrade doesn't feel too great, honestly. Dude, look how much poke Chang'e just did. That sucked. So I returned a little bit of it, but that would have been a lot better with Bluestone. So basically here I just get poked out a little bit. I mean, that's sort of how it goes against Chang'e. It actually starts going a little better later on. I start being able to push her out a little bit. Oh, yeah, the point of this video. Okay, yeah. So basically, like I said, Chaac was D tier in my tier list. Got some flack for that, because the thing is, my D tier isn't actually like the Final K and Deathwalker tier list. It's not that D tier, you know what I mean? Because I didn't do like plus or minus grade letters, you know what I mean? So my bottom tier isn't. It's actually more like C tier. If you want to go off of that, maybe I probably should have just abided by what they did, because that's what everyone's going to compare to pretty much, because that's probably the best tier list out there. But yeah, basically I don't think Chaac is particularly good, because he doesn't really win lane all that hard. The best he usually does against warriors is stalemates. So yeah, my Nem was fighting. I knew the Nem was fighting in the jungle, and I was like, okay, Nem's just gonna get out. Or can't really win a fight against Erlong because it's Erlong. So yeah, and then the Chang'e goes and does something. So I actually get a little bit of pressure here. So I actually go for an early back just for boots. It was basically just because I didn't use any of my health potions yet, and I was like, this is free real estate. If I just get my boots, I can A, I get back to lane quicker, so I actually won't lose any minions, but also B, I just get the free sustain back up. So you see they invaded my blue as a result. I mean, there wasn't really much we could do about that, because it's Chang'e Erlong, so... And the Nem was, you could tell by the Nem's health, she hasn't backed yet, and so, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it definitely hurts not having my blue, as we'll see, but, it was still workable. So, the question becomes, was it really just Chang'e solo not being particularly good? Because, like, if Chaac's one of the worst warriors, and I was able to start turning the tide. So this is actually one of the good things about Chaac. Just when you activate your 3, just being able to just run at people like this, and there's not really a lot they can do. Because it not only gives movement slow, but also attack speed slow, so they struggle to fight against you. Oh, I actually missed that so hard. Yeah, I was like, whoops. But she still walked into the 2 anyways, and then I get my 3, so it's fine. But yeah, that sucks, going against someone with built-in anti-heal like that. That's guaranteed going to hit you. Because the thing is, Chaac's heal is actually insane. Like, it actually really did do work, this game. Through and through. But, like, the thing is, you really do feel the brawling. Oh, yeah, she's buying an item. She was buying an item, and I should have just jumped on her. I didn't know, like, the rabbit, like, looks... I never saw that before, but, okay, you're not going to be able to tell because the video looks like shit. But, the Chang'e actually talks to the rabbit. when you do that. I was like, wait, what? Okay, well, I should have just jumped on her, I guess. Yeah, poke her out super hard there, but yeah, as you guys can see, no mana, unfortunately. Yeah, so speaking of mana, they should probably just, why did she do that? Oh, yeah, pretty much just for poke. Just because she had mana and I didn't, so she could just stay around, whereas I can't really take that poke. But anyways, I think they need to, I think the first thing they need to look at with Chaac is just get rid of that passive. It's so apocalyptically dated. I'm really surprised they haven't already touched it, because it makes no difference, you know? Like, you're not going to be sitting there on the wave getting 5 autos in every wave. Like, maybe 1 wave or 2 waves. Like, the thing is, you want to be hitting the enemy and then fighting. Oh, yeah, and then she goes for Chunga here, but it's fine. Like, she was a little bit below half, and she's behind the Erlong, so... It was just unfortunate that the Erlong was there. I guess the Erlong was just doing jungle, you know? Like, he was just going for the jungle buff, and then he saw that we were coming in and just came over. That was unlucky. So I go to farm here when I have 1,600 gold. Not my smartest move. It's a mistake I make twice, actually. I mean, keep in mind, the only solo lane games I played this season are these Chaac ones that I'll be showing you, so. Oh, yeah, watch this, dude. I actually hate this Chang'e for this, watch. She ults me under tower, and so I stay. So it's my bad. This is so stupid of me. Why was I doing this? I have 1,800 gold. She can't get the tower. Yeah, so I actually jump on her here. She actually, I'll say semi-outplays me. So basically, she knew the only way she loses that trade is if she gets walked down by my autos. So she just sort of like walked into her minions and yeah, is that I'm the greatest cancel? Yeah, that was definitely my bad. But yeah, she walked into her minions to avoid getting autoed. But the thing is, it's not even that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even that she walked into the minis like that. It's not. That's like a pretty normal thing people do to avoid getting run down. But like, I just stayed when I like didn't have any sort of good sustain because she's anti on her kit, right? So I'm not gonna be able to out trade her because I haven't backed yet. You know what I mean? So I actually go tier 2 Entrée here. I was thinking maybe I go Entrée or Runic, but you know when I thought about it, I was like, is that good for the game, right? So you see, I've actually gone down 2 levels now, but I mean, I'm at the cusp of level 8, so it's fine. So I was thinking, just for the game, right? Because I am quite strong in this match, and we're gonna need everyone to show up basically in the match because it's 1 to 6. I mean, they're pretty far ahead as well, almost over 3k gold at this point. So I figured, might as well just buy something that's good for team fights, and I went with Catechist Shield, actually. So that was for my healing, as well as getting protections for both, protections of both type. You know, getting a little bit of power with that, and then getting a massive heal increase. So you see, I'm still out trading the Chang'e. So, I mean, that's cool. And you know, for the record, okay, we'll get there when we get there. But basically, I went against a couple warriors in this whole lane as well, and did actually beat them as well. I seriously doubt it's just me because I don't actually play solo lane. So yeah, so the Chang'e comes over and contests this. I'm not really sure why. I just proved I can out trade her, and so she comes over. I don't really know. She does the same again, walks into the minions, but it's like I have magical protections now. Oh my god, look at the video quality. Yeah. So just keep outing her down. She misses the ult as well. So, like, that's nice. I just go over and finish the totem. I don't want to be too greedy because she was holding her 2 the whole time for my ult. So, like, the thing is, yeah, just keep taking the trade, buddy. I'll just keep smacking you down and holding my ult so you hold your 2. Yeah, she needed to avoid those. I don't know why she got hit by, like, every one of them. So I was actually pondering, do I level the 2 or the 3? And I was thinking just level the 2 for the damage, as well as the protections boost is huge. So I realized I poked her out hugely, so I start going mid to mid lane here. This is really heads up, actually. So jump on the Erlong immediately because I have slow and attack speed slow. You see when he has his shield on, that means he dashed recently. So we should definitely be jumping on him. I was a little confused. I was like, we should go on. Ah. So even with the Lotus Ground, I actually just come in and beat their ass, though. Nice. And then, yeah, and then they clean that up as well. I wanted to do something, but as you can tell, like, the enemy team didn't even take Scorpions. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that was a big mistake that the enemy team made was just not even going for Scorpions, and then as a result, they weren't able to go for Gold Furies or Pyro or anything like that. So even though they had a lead, say item-wise, you know, they didn't actually have a objective lead as well. So actually, we closed the gap to around 2K. All right, so we find the Erlong in the jungle here. Get the slow going. Just ult him because like the ult's not that long a cooldown. This is a little embarrassing for the Nem here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like he was gonna avoid that anyway, so that's okay. We still got him. So my hand is basically forced to go over here and protect the tower. It's unfortunate because Chang'e can just like permanently push my wave in, and I can't really do anything on the map without losing the tower. And so at this point, I think I was pretty much just like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna go elsewhere on the map. I can't just sit in my lane all day. This is stupid. We're just gonna lose. So here's where I started feeling inclined to just start moving around the map. Should have gone Sentry Ward here though. I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, making my way downtown, walking fast. So we picked the Herc, and I'm like, alright, I have to kill the Scylla. I don't know why I thought she was so fed, because she's just farmed up, right? She's not actually really fed. The only really fed person on her team was Dan's. So I walk in here, I'm trying to zone, right? That's all I'm trying to do. But then, like, the Nem walks in with me, and the Anubis too, and it's like, You see, I'm able to face tank and all. My teammates are not. They are a Nemesis and an Anubis. So that was unfortunate. I don't know why they came in after me. I was just trying to poke them and zone them out. I guess I should have said retreat and VGS. Who knows if that would have helped, but I mean, I probably should have at least said that. Because that's not what I was, I wasn't trying to kill them, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to win a jungle fight against Trungasilla, bro. It's okay. Okay, so here I'm trying to go to mid because the Scylla was there, so we're thinking we're going to have a big convergence, basically, of the two teams. So, of course, both Takumba and I both noticed the Scylla's right there. So, of course, I have Blink, I have everything, so I want to try and dive this if I can. Avoid that guy, and just 1-3. The 3 slow actually does stack when you use your 1 and your 3. So I basically one-shot her. That was cool. That is something Chaac can do, at least early game. Well, it's not really early game anymore, like mid-game. Just because I was so farmed up. And yeah, and then here was a bit of a tilter, because, like, we got their Scylla right, but then we just, like, couldn't do anything off that, and I was just like, bye. But yeah, look at that video quality. That was when the encoder started going haywire, and I was like, oh my god, really? I can't use this recording now? But I can use it for this, right? But I don't want to have to do this every time. So yeah, this was a little frustrating. Just, like, killing the Scylla, and then, like, the Nems just, like, farming the jungle. Instead of coming mid, like, we should definitely be trying to get this tower, because it's like a quarter HP. Just get the tower, then go maybe for like gold or something if we have wards. But instead, yeah, we have to just run away. That was kind of annoying. So then for my final play here, basically, the Chang'e just walks into lane. I just wasn't really looking at the map. I just figured their whole team is basically going to be around mid. I see the Herc and Scylla there, and I was like, okay, so the Erlong's probably going to be gripping around there. But turns out that was not the case. So I'm just trying to bully the Chang'e out a little bit, like just pressure her. And then this happens, unfortunately. Yep. Erlong just comes on over. So that sucks. I mean, Erlong just feels so oppressive to play against, and it's just not very fun. That looked flashy. I actually messed that up, though. So I blink sprint to get away. And there's... Yeah, I probably should have waited to 1-3. That probably would have helped, but yeah. I'm just dead here. Yeah. So they were just trying to shut me down, but it actually didn't even work. Like, the thing is, I stopped recording because I figured that was going to work, right? I was just like, all right, this is going to be an annoying match from here on in. Let me just put my head down, basically. So let's get in game real quick, and I'll show you guys the how the match went and a couple of the other matches. Okay, so let's talk about the matches. So the first one here, this one was just an F6 at 10, basically. But I did go Warrior's Axe into a Osiris. It actually felt pretty good. He couldn't really do much. Basically, like, I got ganked by on her like 7 times. It was an on her jungle. What's up with that? Hunter jungle's just like running the match, but whatever. Anyways, it actually went pretty well, and I ended up bullying him out of lane, kind of. But yeah, the match was just kind of over at 10 minutes. So yeah, that was unfortunate. And then this one, I actually, despite the scoreline, I was actually 3-5 before. 3-5, 3-1 before I started rotating, basically. So went Bluestone against a tier, right? He was an interesting guy, as you could tell by the build. Beat his ass, basically, really bad. Um, like he stalemated really hard for most of the match, but like then after I got like just tier 2 glad, because the thing is he went trans, right? So I just started killing him. Like you can't go trans soloing, you're just gonna lose, because warriors are just gonna outdamage you, you know. So basically, yeah, I went Bluestone. It felt pretty good. Should not have upgraded it though. Should have sold a Bluestone for something else, I think. This was kind of useless, honestly. I wanted to do this because of the attack speed reduction. This was the one where we lost to a jungle Rama. Yeah, that was a thing. So, anyways, so let's get to the match we just watched. We did end up winning it. Team came through for me. So, I ended the game actually with tippy top damage, like by a mile, almost as much as a Fed Danzaburo. So, hey, cool. So basically how it went was we just started slow playing after that, and then waited for them to make some mistakes. I mean, the Erlong Shen started feeling completely useless because Kumba and I just zoned him out. The Scylla needs to work on his Scylla. The Chaac was so annoying, but like we were still able to deal with her. I should have probably gone Void Shield just because Sentinel's Embrace Gauntlet with Thieves' Lotus Crown was like, it made them unkillable. But the thing is, the Dans did not play well late game. Like, he just did not group with his team whatsoever, and you need to when you have all these items. Well, and when you're a hunter too. So basically, in surmise, is that it? In summary or whatever? Was this like, is Chaac D tier? Does this show that Chaac is better than D tier? Honestly, he felt better than I thought he would in all the matches. But the thing is, he does really start to feel terrible late game. Like, despite the 40k player damage, I actually wasn't doing too much in those late game team fights. Like, the thing is, I would just poke, use my 3 to slow them, and then just kind of walk around. And if someone went in, I would just go on them with the Frostbound into 3, and then just try and peel them off. And then the occasional blink ult as well. One of them went really well, actually, so it kind of sucks I stopped recording, but I can see why I did. And, you know, in hindsight, it's like, well, I guess I shouldn't have stopped, but, like, the thing is, I was getting an encoding overload, and it looked like shit, so. But yeah. So I would bump Chaac up. He's still... The question is he worse than Mulan? Is the thing. And, you know, it just kind of depends on the match. Like, how the match is going. I think Chaac can actually be better. It's literally not even because of his ult. People point to his ult like, oh, Chaac, at least his ult's good. No. I actually think the best thing about him is his 3, and I'm not even capping. Especially with new Frostbound, it's actually the most oppressive feeling thing in the world. It actually feels like you can't do anything against Chaac. The thing is with Mulan, like, unless she's fed, she probably can't do what Chaac's doing. Like, just pure damage-wise. And oppressive-wise, they need to probably rework Mulan ult. That ult is not very good. But anyways, so I would bump Chaac up at least 1 tier, but still probably the worst warrior, other than maybe Mulan. So, yeah, that about sums it up. Thank you for watching.